Hello and welcome to Peggy's Plants, coming to you from Central Florida. In today's video, I'd like to share with you some of my favorite plant supplies from Temu. Temu is an online marketplace that offers a wide variety of products that are competitively priced. I'm talking housewares, automotive supplies, clothing, shoes. Of course, my favorite items are their plant supplies. Temu offers free shipping and free returns for up to 90 days. So if you get anything you don't like, it's easy to return. It's become my go-to place for plant supplies. So in today's sponsored video, I'd like to share with you some of my favorite Temu items. In the description box below this video, I'll share links to each of the items that I'm showing you today, as well as my discount code DMV764, which you can use to get a $100 coupon bundle. There's also a link to download the Temu app so that you will receive even more perks. With all that out of the way, let's get straight to unboxing some of my favorite Temu items. These items are not pricey. In fact, I think pretty much everything that I selected was under $20, I believe. And they are items that I use on a regular basis with my plants. I believe in having the right supplies for the job, and these are my daily use supplies. Now, you might not ooh and ah over them, but you might ooh and ah over the price. This first item is a bag of plant support stakes. This is 20 plant support stakes. These are the heavy duty plant support stakes. I would use these with, like, say, a large Monstera deliciosa. But most importantly, I like to use these with my moss poles for support. These are the 35-inch stakes, and I used to buy them from a local big box store, and I had to buy them individually, and they got to be quite pricey. I actually got these 20 stakes from Temu for $19.99. Moving on to the main package, I have quite a few items in here. I'm very excited. And again, this is basically for me a restock of some of my basics that I use on a regular basis. Everything in here I find to be very handy, very helpful in the day-to-day care of my plants. As I mentioned before, everything in this package is $20 or less. Some of them are smaller items, so hopefully I can locate the smaller items in here first and share those with you. But again, they are some of my favorites that I think you'll find very helpful. Okay, I forgot I had even ordered this. This is actually something that I've never owned before, never purchased before, but I am excited about. Let me open it and show it to you. I like to keep my things very organized and easily accessible. So I purchased this to basically build like a repotting kit, something I could grab and it would have pretty much everything I needed in it tool-wise to repot. And it is a nice canvas bag with pockets on the outside, nice storage space on the inside. I really wasn't sure of what to expect, but I think this is going to work out perfectly for me. So that is the first item, and this storage bag was $8.29. That's it. And it's made out of a nice thick canvas. I think it should hold up really well to do exactly what I need. I'm quite happy with this, not a disappointment at all. So let's see what we have in here next. Here is another small item. And this one is some pruning shears. Now I have purchased pruning shears from them before. I don't know where they walked off to, but these are nice solid stainless steel pruning shears. I mean, they have some weight to them. They're nice and heavy, and they were only $5.99. These are really sharp and they work very well on your houseplants that have the thicker stem, and you can also use these outdoors when gardening. So nice solid pair of pruning shears for $5.99. Can't beat it. Let's see what we have next. Okay, now this is a definite must-have. It's a nice solid plastic shovel. I like to keep these in my, in my bins with, say, my perlite, my orchid bark, my soil. I like to have separate shovels in them. And this is a short one. I was using the big ones that I had purchased in a garden center for outdoors and just found out that they were just too bulky and too large. This is the perfect size and the perfect price. Only $1.49. Also, it fits nicely in my repotting bag. It just keeps getting better. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, now this little garden set is something that I get so many questions about every time I use something from it. So clearly I have purchased this before and I love it. You talk about the right tool for the job. This bottle is something I love for my self-watering pots. It makes life so much easier. If I overfill my pot, the saucer in the bottom, I just simply stick the nozzle in there and siphon some of the water out. And then on other plants, I might fill the bottle and water, squirt the water into the bottom tray using this bottle. So this thing comes in way handy. And you know how you repot and sometimes end up with soil in the crooks of your plant? Well, there you go. Just use this to blow that extra soil, that excess soil right on out. Now, this is something I always get questions about. People always want to know where I purchased this. It's perfect for repotting and backfilling. I have several of these and I absolutely love them. The small size makes it really easy to work around your plants. This kit also comes with these little gardening tools, which I love. I won't go through every one. I'm just going to show you two of my very favorites. The first one is this little guy here, and this makes it easy. You push this down in your soil. It makes a hole. You can put your plant stem down in there or a seed. And my other favorite is this little long-handled shovel. You talk about making backfilling around your plants really easy when you are repotting. This gets the soil down in all those little nooks and crannies, and it makes life so much easier. Wait a minute, there's one more little item I would have to show you in this kit that I absolutely love and use on a regular basis. Hold on just a second. As you can see, this little kit comes with a lot of pieces. And here we are here. These little pruners are everything. For your plants that have, the thinner petioles, this makes cutting off the dying leaves or dying stems so easy. You just reach on in there and snip. There you go. Push it together and it snips it off. Nice clean snip. You don't have to pull. You don't have to worry about pulling your plant out of the soil or whatever, just trying to get that dead leaf off. So this is another necessity. A little shovel, this little brush to get the excess soil off of leaves. All of these very handy items for repotting. This set is definitely at the top of my list of favorite planting tools. And if you scan the QR code, you can actually get this entire set for $1. I don't think you'll find it cheaper anywhere. Now, this item is something that I use often with my problem child plants, especially alocasias. If you have plants with long, thin petioles and sometimes they droop over, I love to use these bendable plant stakes to help hold them up, or either to keep a plant upright when you first put it into leca. Sometimes you need to, use something for stability. These are my go-to stakes. This is a 10-piece pack of bendable plant stakes for $3.99 on Temu. And like I said, I love these. I like that they're green, thin. They're not very noticeable. I'm using them here on this alocasia that I just put in leca for stability. Moving on, reaching in the goodie bag to see what we have next. Okay, I know exactly what this is. It's something that I've already shared with you. It's one of the small plant pruners. They are 99 cents if you don't have a need for all the rest of the stuff in the kit. I like to keep these everywhere where I work on my plants. Okay, I have also shared a similar item to this one with you, but it's a little different. This is another pair of pruning shears. However, this is a heavy duty pruning shear. And I would use this one, or I have used one similar to this that I also purchased from Temu for plants like my Monstera deliciosas, things with the thicker stems. This is perfect for those. Slices right on through them. I like to have a set outside, and I tend to use the other ones outside in my garden more. So I wanted another set that I could keep inside. And these are $9.29. If you're someone who uses self-watering pots, then you're going to love these. This is a 50-piece pack of cotton absorbent wick. As you can see, they are pre-cut, and it lets you turn any pot into a wick and grow pot for only $3.49. So as you see here, I'm using it with leca, and I just put the wick in the bottom to help wick up the water to my leca. Okay, next is, let's see here. Okay, a wet package with my moss poles. Yeah, it was raining hard when this was delivered, and so it sat out there, but no worries, it's just the outer box. These are the clear plastic moss poles. The first time I ever used these, I purchased them from Temu, and I've been using them ever since. And they come with the reusable fasteners, which I also like. This is a 6-pack of the 15-inch moss poles, and they sell on Temu for $13.49. Here's a look at these moss poles. As you can see, they are crystal clear, which I love. In the back, you'll be able to see your roots and everything to make sure things are still growing well and no rot. And here's a look at the reusable fastener. I like the fact that you can use these fasteners over and over again, and you can move them around wherever you need them as the plant grows, and you don't have to keep purchasing them. And the fact that they come free with the moss pole is gravy. Okay, if you're someone who is into growing things from seed, you're probably very familiar with these little seeding trays. However, these are a little bit different. So for the most part, they're standard seeding trays. They have the little section part. These have 12 sections. It has the bottom portion where you set the section part in, and it has the humidity dome, as well as a little dial at the top, a little vent where you can adjust the amount of humidity that gets into the little seeding tray. What I love about these is they have the higher dome. Now, I have the ones that I'm, most familiar with, using the ones that have the lower dome, but these with the higher domes are a necessity if you are someone who likes to propagate. And I love propagating from corms, but of course my alocasias get tall quickly. Hence, the higher dome comes into play. You're able to leave them in here longer because they have the higher dome. Temu offers a pack of 5 of these seeding trays for $11.49. You can thank me later for introducing you to yet another propagation must-have. I love these. These are clear propagation cups, and they have high dome tops, and they even have humidity dials on the top. Yeah, these aren't just regular plastic cups that with the tops that you use to propagate. That's what I used to use, just regular clear cups. But these are a game changer. As you can see, they have the holes in the bottom. This is the high dome, so your plant can grow to a certain height under humid conditions. And look at this, a humidity control dial. How cool is that? I use these cups for propagations. I use these for tissue culture seedlings. These work great. These came in a pack of 30, and they only cost $16.49 on Temu. If you grow orchids or you like your plants in clear vessels, you're going to like these as well. These are actually orchid pots. They're the 5-inch, I think 5.5-inch orchid pots. They're nice and sturdy. And I like planting my plants in these so that I can see the roots and, you know, check on the health of the roots. It has the air vents around, so if you grow aroids and you like to make sure that there's nice air circulation around the roots, these are the way to go. I selected a 5-piece set of these for the price of $8.79. And here is what they look like all potted up. And as you can see, my plant is in here and doing just fine. Really inexpensive for 5 of these pots. And now for the final item. Got a little smushed up in here, but I think it's fine. This is an adjustable LED grow light. Now I have some small versions of this exact one that I purchased on Temu, and my plants love them. This one is much larger, much taller, and it's really cool. It's easy to assemble. You simply screw the post into the ring, and then it has a telescoping pole and you can adjust it to the height that you need. Another nice feature is it also has a timer. All of this only costs $16.99. Thank you so much for allowing me to share some of my favorite Temu plant supplies with you. Don't forget, all of the items are linked in the description box below, as well as there is a link to the app so that you can download that and use my discount code DMV7644 so that you can receive a $100 Temu discount bundle. Thank you, Temu, for sponsoring this video, and thanks to all of you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay well, take care, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.